It's time to continue our quest for the Stanley Cup. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 12 of this Vinny J NHL 23 via Pro Series. And today, I'm going to be playing round 2, game 6 against the Predators in Nashville, and the Avalanche are up 3 games to 2. As in the first round, this is obviously the second round, but in the first round, the Avalanche, who won the Central Division and then won the Stanley Cup last season, and then this season won the Central Division. We played the Jets in the first round, and lost the first 2 games at home. Yeah, the first 2 games of the series we lost at home of the first round against the Jets. Right here, we lost 5-2 and then 3-2. But then we went to Winnipeg, with Winnipeg having all the momentum. But we never lost hope. Won game 3, 3-2 in Winnipeg, got back in the series, then shut out the Jets in game 4, 5-0. Tied the series at 2, went back to Denver, beat them 2-0 in a good defensive game. And then we had a 3-2 series lead after winning game 5, 2-0. Went back to Winnipeg and completely cleaned their clock. Won the game 8-0. So after that 3 win, the script flipped. We had the Jets had all the momentum, but after we won game 3, we had all the momentum. Is winning the next 4 games. And in games 4, 5, and 6, we shut out the Jets in games 4, 5, and 6. We shut them down. But then we played the Predators. In the last episode, we played games 1 and 2, or games 1, 2, and 3 of the second round. Lost 2-0 in Denver. Lost 2-1 in overtime in Denver. I was in game 2, and I got injured in game 2, and in like the second or third period. But then, once again, the Predators had the other team had all the momentum. But then we went into Nashville and beat them 2-1 to get back in the series. And then games 4 and 5 were off camera. Game 4 we won 4-2. So again, after losing games 1 and 2 at home, we won games 3 and 4 on the road. Then went back to Denver for a pivotal game 5, and I just played that game right before I started filming. And we beat them 5-1. So literally, it's been a carbon copy. The first and second rounds have been carbon copies of each other. And obviously, it will definitely be carbon copies of each other if we win Game 6 in Nashville. We're 7-4 in the playoffs. They're 6-6. But yeah, I can't believe it. It's literally been almost a carbon copy. So far, it's been a carbon copy of this. The second round has been a carbon copy of the first round so far. I have 15 points, 4 goals, 11 assists, and 15 points in the playoffs. In this series, I have 3 points, all assists. So I had 12 points in the first round, 4 goals, and 8 assists. And then here in the second round, I have 3 points, all 3 points are assists. So I still have no goals here in the second round, but I do have 3 assists. But yeah, here's the 4 second round matchups. The Edmonton Oilers beat the LA Kings 4 games to 1. And then I said we're up 3 games to 2 on the Predators. The Avalanche are up 3 games to 2 on the Predators. So if the Avalanche win game 6, or really win this series against the Predators, we will play the Oilers in the Western Conference Finals for the second straight season. As last year it was in 2022, it was Oilers and Avalanche in the Western Conference Finals. And the Avalanche swept the Oilers, and then obviously went on to win the Stanley Cup last season. Now we're trying to do that again, but if we want to, we have to beat the Predators, and then we have to beat the Oilers again in the Western Conference Finals. And then over in the East, it's 3-2 Hurricanes over the Maple Leafs, and then 3-2 Lightning over the Bruins. So you might see Hurricanes Lightning in the Eastern Conference Finals, but that could change because the Maple Leafs are only down about 3 games to 2, and the Bruins are only down 3 games to 2 as well. So yeah, 11 games played, 4 goals, 11 assists, 15 points for Vinny J. I'm an 80 overall now. Still looking for my first goal of the second round. Let's try to get it here in Game 6. which is on May 11th, 2023 in this game. So yeah, let's get into it. This team has Roman Josi, Johnny Diderot, UC Saros, our goaltender. They also, I think they have Forsberg, but I don't actually, let me rephrase that. They don't have Forsberg, unless he's injured. Because this team also has Joe Pavelski. So they might have traded Forsberg to the Stars for Pavelski. I'm not sure, but I don't think this team has Forsberg. But they still have Saros, Diderot, Josi, and Pavelski. Yeah, let's get into it. That's me standing right there. We have a better offense, defense, and goalie than the Predators, but that doesn't really. I mean, that means something, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really mean that much. Let's close the series out right now. I don't want a Game 7. Let's watch the prediction. James Cybulski, round 2, Game 6. As that was the end of the national anthem here at Bridgestone Arena in the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Let's go. And we're on your way here in Nashville with Game 6. We lose the opening draw of Game 6. Here we go. Here's Johnny Diderot. And finds Granlund, save, rebound. What a save by Temper. And then McKinnon goes barreling in and said sit down to that Nashville player. Here's Vinny J. And I probably just should have shot that. Bat to Taves. Bat to me. Shot. Stopped by Saros. And he'll pass it out to McDonough. Here's Terrier. Bat to McDonough. Dumped in. And that ended up going out of play as it hit the glass. Hit the side glass in the bench area, which is out of play. In the draw neutral zone, Makar turns around, backhands it to McKinnon. McKinnon, come on, move it. And I'll dump it in here off the boards. I mean, this team, as you saw in the last episode, they have. It's really hard to get through their defense to get hit because they have 3 guys standing at the blue line, and then usually they have a guy standing behind the 3 guys. So usually they have. I mean, that's 4 guys back, 3 at the blue line lined up parallel to each other. And then you have a guy in the back, already in the defensive zone for the Predators, behind the 3 guys at the blue line. It's really hard to get through them. Let's go, push it. We now did him in transition. Whoa. If you can do him in transition, they won't have time to set up their 4-man trap or whatever that's called. And good play by Vinny J. They did around the trap. And the puck is loose, and still loose, but covered by Saros as Rantanen with a shot from close distance, but stopped by Saros. Good job by me. I weaved in and out, or weaved through that trap. I mean, you have to do that or dump it in. And it's 1-0 Predators as Miguel Granlund scores. 11:43 to go, 11:30 to go in the first. Antonin is 1-0 Preds. Come on, boys. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I was injured. Can't take that hit. Here we go, here we go, here we go. This guy's dead. Sit down. Go, McKinnon. Oh, and McKinnon got rocked, but got the shot off, but stopped by Saros. 10-10 to go in the first. I have 15 points. It sits in the lead. I didn't see who was first. Marchand might have been first, or it was Matthews. Man, I wish McKinnon to win a draw. He's kind of was winning draws in the last couple of in games 4 and 5 off camera. But let's go. Come on. Dumped in. Whoa! Get the puck! And to play. No, push it. Did him in transition. And now here's McKinnon! McKinnon, other side. The left side, the blocker side was open, but instead he went right side, which was left side. Here we go. 18 to go in the first. It's still 1-0 Preds. 3:32 to go. 1-0 Preds still. 3:20 to go. Antownen. Good hit. Good hit by Erik Johnson, the veteran, who won his first cup last year with the Avalanche, or first cup in his career last year, when the Avalanche beat the Lightning in 2022, 4 games to 2. And now a son, they score as the one-timer was stopped by Temper, but then it hit a skate of an Avalanche player and went in. Philip Tomasito. I don't like that guy, because he was on the Milwaukee Admirals, the AHL affiliate of the Predators, and when the Admirals were playing the Texas Stars, Tomasito was on the Admirals, and I hate that. I don't like that guy, regardless of if he's on the Predators or the Avalanche or the Predators or the Admirals or any other team. I don't like Tomasito at all. But especially when he was on the Admirals when they were facing the Stars in the playoffs last season. And now McKinnon, Rantanen, save, rebound, score! Nathan MacKinnon in the final seconds of the period, and it's 2-1. A juicy rebound given up by Saros. 18 seconds to go, and it's 2-1 as we come right back and cut the lead in half. As Rantanen shot was stopped, rebound. As a juicy rebound by Saros, McKinnon said thank you very much and cleaned up the loose change. I did get an assist on that, so now I'm tied for second in the lead in points, and the guy who's first in points actually is McKinnon. McKinnon has 19, and then I'm tied for second with 16. And now behind the net, McKinnon, Rantanen, or Byram, to me at the horn. But went in, it would have counted, but stopped by Saros. End of the first period, it's 2-1, Predators. That goal was assisted by Rantanen and Vinny J. But yeah, McKinnon leads the lead in points with 19, and then I'm tied for second with 16, or I'm tied for second in points with 16 points. We outshot them 12-9. We're down 2-1 though, which is unfortunate, but that was a big goal by McKinnon there with 18 seconds to go. So yeah, second period here in Game 6, 2-1 Nashville. Okay, hold on. This clip's about to end, so the second period will be on the other side. I'll see you then. Didn't miss anything. The last clip just ended. I started a new one, obviously. Second period, 2-1 Preds. Come on, boys. McKinnon doesn't want to face off. Predators win the opening draw of the first period and now the second period. Second period, 2-1. Here we go. Come on. Dude, that pass is... Oh, my, bit hit. Come on. You gotta push it when you get the puck. And a poked by Vinny J. And now Vinny J. Go! And Vinny J's on a breakaway. And he's stopped by Saros. I poked that putt twice. I poked it to myself. But wasn't able to bury it. This shot stopped by the glove of Saros. And then he saved it. Looked like he threw it out, but the whistle went before he threw it out, I guess. 17:02 to go. But yeah, I poked that away from Duchesne, and then I poked it away from the defenseman on top, and it ended up being a breakaway. And McKinnon has another problem with face-offs on camera. I mean, he won almost every face-off in games 4 and 5, but when camera turns on, he knows he can't win a face-off to save his life. What the heck was that? Here we go, McKinnon shot it right into the legs of the defender, and then he got bumped away. And then a big hit. Back to Vinny J. Shoots it! Saved by Saros. Barely. And now we have another... And a shot tipped over the net. Rantanen still has the puck centered in front. But Tolvin has it. Backhander hit out of midair by Rantanen. That was my backhander. And I dumped it. Hit out of midair by Terrier. I'm going to go to the bench here. So I have no energy left. Still 2-1 though. 13:29 to go in the second. And 4:53 to go in the second, so I was off the ice for about, what, 9 minutes. It's still 2-1. Here we go, 4:40 to go in town, and McKinnon came right in and lost the puck. And Duchesne hit off by me. Now Vinny J. Vinny J. Oh, I thought I could get through there. I almost did. Now Rowe. I stole it from him from behind. And now McKinnon, Rantanen. Down low, McKinnon couldn't bury it. And Vinny J can't bury it either, and it's right into the catch and blow of Saros. 2:52 to go. Come on, boys. Hits, I'm first in the lead with 54. I'm up 20 on Cattery. He has 34, I have 54. Faceoff's 14-7 Predators, I did. Hey, McKinnon won a face-off, and they score! Matar! And it's 2 apiece. As McKinnon won the face-off, it went back to Cale Matar, who ripped it from the slot, from in between the circles, and Matar picked his spot and sniped it over the shoulder of UC Saros. And Cale Matar has tied the game at 2 apiece. 2:46 to go, and it's 2-2 as he rifled it over one of the shoulders of Saros. Assisted by McKinnon. And we're tied at 2 with just over 2 minutes to go in the second. Now McKinnon didn't move. McKinnon almost scored, and he does score! McKinnon got his own rebound and buried it. That is McKinnon's second goal tonight, 12th of the playoffs. And the Avalanche have their first lead of Game 6, as we've scored 3 unanswered, and we have our first goal. We've scored 3 unanswered, and we have our first lead of Game 6. 1:55 to go in the second, and it's 2-1 Avalanche, assisted by Matar. So it was Matar from McKinnon, and now it's McKinnon from Matar. So that's good. Now up ahead, Rantanen I got body off the puck. Pavelski and Vinny J to not keep it in. 1:02 to go offside. Now I'm off the ice with 1 minute to go here. We're up by 1, and in the second period it's 3-2 Avalanche. As we definitely flipped the script. Here's McKinnon's goal. Shot was stopped by the blocker of Saros. Saros going to get to the rebound. McKinnon could, and McKinnon buried it. And we're up by 1 after 40 minutes of play in Game 6. As we're 20 minutes away from the Western Conference Finals, where if we do get there, we would play the Oilers for the 2nd straight season. But this game's definitely not over. There's still 20 minutes to go. So yeah, we're out shooting them 24-17. So we're outscoring them 3-2. So yeah, time of attack, we have 11 seconds more. Hits 18-10 Colorado, and neither team has any penalty minutes or power play minutes. So yeah, 3rd period here in Game 6. The Avalanche lead the game 3-2, and they lead the series 3-2 as well. 3rd period, 3-2 Avs. Here we go. Mid 3rd period, obviously Predator season on the line, and we lose the opening draw for all 3 periods. So they lose the opening draw of the 1st period, 2nd period, and now the 3rd period. Up ahead, McKinnon busted, finds me, but I got nailed, and I thought I was injured, but I'm not, thankfully. And now another shot stopped by Saros, high off the glass. And now kicked out of there, Vinny J, down low, and I kind of did a shot off, they score! Rantanen, as I kind of did a shot off, I lost the puck, it went right to Rantanen, and Rantanen buried it. As I tried to wrap around, lost the puck, but then Rantanen found it and ripped it. As I got an assist, because Predators never got possession of the puck after I lost the puck. So it was assisted by me and McKinnon, and it's 4-2. My 2nd assist of the game. And now down low for the hat trick. Rantanen tried to put it in. McKinnon for the hat trick, that is. His shot was stopped, and then Rantanen's shot was stopped too. And that was a mammoth hit. As I just locked eyes on him and nailed the goodies out of him. And now I just got nailed, and I'm lucky I'm not injured, because I'm slow to death. I gotta get off the ice ASAP, and I do. I have a B overall. I have the 2 assists. Not too shabby at all. But it's now 4-3 as the Predators got a goal back. 8:38 to go, and it's a 1-goal game. Now 8:20 to go and counting. We're up by 1. And that hit forced a turnover. McKinnon could not get the shot off as he got caught from behind. 7:20 to go and counting. Predators season on the line here in Game 6. And now up ahead. Oh, pass. I should have helped for the pass. McKinnon finds Rantanen. That's the point. Finds me. Finds Gerard. McKinnon. We're buzzing. I've got it, but stopped by Saros. It's 1 to go. Points. McKinnon's first with 22. I'm second with 17, or tied with Duchesne now with 17. Sits 0-1 to go here. Let's go. And we won a face-off shot, stopped by Saros. And we got the putt still after all that. And right to me, a backhander stopped. Passes it out with Saros. 5 minutes. Sit down. 5 minutes. Season's on the line. The final 5. Let's go. Now in the corner, I would go in there, but I don't. I want to play. Make sure I want to lock down a defense. Come on, boys. And now it's picked off by Rantanen. Here come the Avalanche. Shot stopped by the blocker of the goaltender. And now down low, or that's the point. Now down low to me. And a pass back to the point was weak, and Duchesne picked it off. 2:40 to go here. I have no energy left, which might be a mistake. And now up ahead, 65's got it. McKinnon. 49's got it again. Back to me. Shot through a melee of people is stopped. Another shot by Vinny J. Stopped. Rebound stopped. 1:20 left. They're probably pulling him when they come up the ice. As I shouldn't be out here, but I want to be out here for the ending. And now a shot stopped. And passes it out to me. It's a slash. It's not a slash. Up ahead, McKinnon lost the puck. It is an empty net. Gaudreau toe dragged it. Duchesne blocked. Come on, get it out, get it out, get it out. Up ahead, up ahead. Vinny J from the empty net. He scores! Vinny J buries it. As he got off the ice, because I shot it and then it forced me off the ice, but I got the goal. And that's probably going to be the series dagger. As I want to see a replay of that, because I would have done my goal celebration, but the only problem was I literally called for the puck, and then I shot the puck down the ice. And then right after I shot it, because I was right next to the bench, it forced me to go into the bench. Because you didn't see, I shot it, and if you don't follow the puck, which I knew that was going to be close based on the way it was going. You didn't see, I shot it, and then you didn't see I skated forward a little bit, and then the door to the door to the bench is right there. And if you get too close to it, when it says skate to the bench, because it was saying skate to the bench for the last like 2 minutes. If you get too close to the door to the bench, if you get too close to the door to the bench, it'll just force you to get off the ice, which I should have got off the ice a couple minutes ago, but I didn't. And you can see I went off, and then the puck went in right. You can see the puck went in right there when the whole team stood up. And then that 95 for some reason slammed his stick. 95 for the Predators, you can see right there, he took his stick and slammed it into the boards and almost hit an Avalanche player or two on the bench. I mean, that should be a game misconduct or something, because in real life, you probably would have hit an Avalanche player.
In the real world, there would have been a fight.
Yeah, there would have been a fight if the guy tried to, like, whoever 95 is, he slashed the boards right in front of the Avalanche bench. That would have been a fight. But that's like the first time ever I've seen a goal. In this case, it would have to been an empty netter where it was technically scored after I was off the ice. Because technically, I think it went in right. Yeah, it was about a second after I came off the ice. I want to see if where is it? Oh, I just want to see if it was in the middle of the net or not. It looked like it snuck inside the left post. So yeah, I did that goal. I knew it was gonna be close because the camera wasn't really on it. Because also didn't help that I ended up getting forced off the ice, and then that screen with my overall on it popped up, but you didn't see, right? It's hard to see because it's so quick, but you didn't see the puck right there. And then you can see that one. Ooh, that snuck inside the left post by maybe 6 inches. That should have easily hit the post and not gone in, but hey, it went in. Although technically it was scored after I left the ice. But it still counts for me, because I was the last one to touch it. So that is my first goal of the series, 5th of the playoffs. Yeah, so that's knocked on wood. The series dagger right there. So let's get back into the game. Let's watch the last 37 seconds. We won the draw. The Predators might try to pull their goalie again, which they do. Offside though. McKinnon one goal from the hat trick. I was sitting right next to him. So the goalie is not pulled now because where the face-off is. We win the draw. 30 seconds to go as the Avalanche are half a minute away from going to the Western Conference Finals to play the Edmonton Oilers for the 2nd straight year. The goalie actually is pulled. I didn't know that, but they did pull him. Here come the Preds, looking for some miracle in the final 10 seconds. They dump it in. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. And the Colorado Avalanche are going to the Western Conference Finals. As the defending champs are halfway there. Vinny J with a goal and 2 assists in this game, assisted on 2 goals, and then obviously scored a goal, which was the empty net goal, in the final minute to beat a dagger. Captains are first to shake hands. It's Tomasito's their captain. I thought it was Yossi, but I guess it was Tomasito, and then Landeskog for us. There's Kemper and Saros. There's the fans, all sad that their team's season's over, but the Avalanche fans back in Denver are ecstatic that they're going to the Western Conference Finals, and the Avalanche fans in the building here in Nashville are ecstatic, and the Avalanche fans back in Denver. As there was Rantanen's goal, that was my 2nd assist, and then I thought they were going to show my empty net goal, but they did not. As Makar 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 hits. He's the 3rd star. We outshot them 38-23. 2nd star is me. 1 goal, 2 assists, 8 hits. So same line score as Makar, right? No, Makar only had 1 goal and 1 assist. And then McKinnon, 2 goals and 2 assists and 3 hits. He's the 1st star. So McKinnon, Vinny J, and Makar are the 3 stars in that order from 1st to 3rd. Yeah. So yeah, I only had 1 goal in the series, which was the empty netter. But hey, an empty net goal is still a goal on your stat line, or under the G column. Or yeah, 33 minutes I played, almost 34. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 hits, or 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, +3 for +minus 14 shots on goal. And then Makar only had 1 goal and 1 assist. So Makar 1 goal and 1 assist. I had a goal and 2 assists, and then McKinnon had 2 goals and 2 assists. And then yeah, I mean, if you look at, we also have Jonathan Toews. I forgot we have him, but then Devon Toews had a +2. Jonathan Toews actually had a -1. And then everyone else, Rantanen had a goal and an assist, Makar had a goal and assist, I had a goal and 2 assists, McKinnon 2 goals and 2 assists. And then the only other player that had a point, other than McKinnon, Makar, me, and Rantanen, is Nuavara. He's a defenseman. He had an assist. He assisted on, I don't know what goal he assisted on. Maybe it was the empty netter. It had to be the empty netter scored by me. I think he was the one that passed it to me, because I called for the pass, and then obviously I shot it from just outside our own blue line, or just past our own blue line, and then obviously was forced to go off the ice because I went too close to the door to the bench, or to the board door, the door to get into the bench. I went too close to that door and ended up going off the ice, and then basically right when I got off the ice, the puck went in for that empty net goal. So Nuavara must have been the player that passed the puck to me. All I was trying to do there was send the puck down the ice, but also if that puck didn't go in and Nashville was first to the circles, that would have been an icing, and I would have been forced to stay out there, which would be good for me, but not good for the team, because that means I would have been tired. But it went in, so that's all that matters. But it's snuck inside the left post by about that much. So it was about, I would say it snuck in by about 5 or 6 inches. But a goal is a goal. In the series I had, quick math, 1 goal and 5 assists in this series. So yeah, Vinny J had 12 points in 12 points in the first round, 6 points in the second round. Now he has a total of 18 points in the playoffs, with two rounds to go. Hopefully, as the defending champs are halfway to going back, as the defending champs are halfway there, or are halfway from going back to back. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go for the defending champs, as we are halfway there from going back to back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The next episode of the series will be Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals against the Oilers in Denver. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Should have, because we're going to the Western Conference Finals. And I'll see you in the next one. If you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 13 of this Vinny J NHL 23 Be a Pro series. See you in episode number 13. And eat on a bacon. And go Avalanche. And I'll see you in the Western Conference Finals. See you then.